Hey everybody, welcome to Dad's Den of Pop Culture. I'm Dad, this is my den, and today it is time for the April Toy Haul. So what little collectible toys did I pick up in April? And maybe there's a couple days to spare, but it's okay. I don't have a massive number of toys here. One that I'm really happy about getting, in particular, well, a couple that I'm really happy about getting. But let's start with, we'll kind of go back in time here. We're going to start with the most recently made stuff, and we'll cycle back. So, I am a mega fan of the Batman television show from 1966 and 7 and such. Ever since I was a kid, little kid, 3 or 4 years old, I've been a fan of this show. I am still a fan of this show. Unironically, I love that show. And so naturally, about a year or so ago when I discovered that Figures Toy Company had a whole line of these, I started getting into it. I already have Adam West's Batman. I have the Cesar Romero Joker. You could maybe, if you really look carefully, you could see, let's see here. Ooh, there's Batman. There's the Joker. There's Ultraman. There's Batman Beyond. That's not important. But I ultimately would like to get all of these. They had a sale going on, though, a spring sale at Figures Toy Company. So I picked up a couple villains that I absolutely had to have. I wanted to make sure I got them before they disappeared. So first and foremost here, we have Victor Buono as King Tut. Love Victor Buono in that role. The guy was nuts. He was absolutely perfect to be. I don't know if that would help. Absolutely perfect for the show. You caught him on quite a few things back in the day. A few videos ago, I talked about Man from Atlantis. Victor Buono was the villain on that in quite a few different episodes. He was the bad guy in a pilot that they did for a Dick Tracy series by William Dozier, who did Batman and the Green Hornet. Victor Buono shows up a lot, and I love the guy. He's nuts, and that was perfect for the show. And it's a good likeness. The costume's great. This cape, I mean, I still need to really play with it a little bit here just to adjust things the way I want to. Let's see, is the sash? Get that down a little bit more. Anyhow, Victor Buono, King Tut, had to have King Tut to go with these characters. And then Egghead, played by Vincent Price. I'm a big fan of Vincent Price. I become probably a bigger fan of Vincent Price just about every time I see him in something. The man was extraordinary, an icon. I miss him. I'm sure most kids who love classic horror miss him. And from what I've heard, he was a really good guy. It's good. It's a good likeness of Egghead. Maybe there's a little bit of, I don't know, almost a little bit of cross-eye going there, which happens in some of these. But again, fantastic costuming. I mean, the white and yellow, but it's kind of a silk. Gonna have to probably be really careful with this to keep it from getting, dirty. But, oh, so good. Such a good likeness. Excellent job by FTC on this one. I'm gonna obviously try. I need to get Burt Ward's Robin before too long here, and Gorshin's Riddler for sure. Obviously, I'm a huge fan of Julie Newmar, Batgirl, etc. I'm not a huge fan of the Mego style body for female characters. It's just got kind of a weird shape to it. But those two, I'll probably go ahead and get them anyways, because they're really worth it. in terms of the show. So a couple little additions to the Batman 66 collection, Egghead and King Tut. I think they're both really nice figures. They did a really good job on those. So for my next little acquisition, I managed to pick up a knockoff toy. I'm a big fan of knockoff type toys. They have a creativity all their own. Now this is not the knockoff. This is the original. This is my original top spin that I would have gotten probably back in like 84, 85, somewhere there. I think I showed him off in the one Transformers video I did. Although I don't think I'm out of holding his gun at the time. So this is the original. This is top spin. In 85, somebody out there, and they didn't put their name on this, came out with this knockoff top spin. Now this one, as you can see here, much bigger than the original. He has this crazy gun, which of course can plug in right up here. So it's like a gun turret when he's in his transform mode. I don't really want to mess with it because getting that in his hand was difficult. Knockoff, so the joints are a lot looser. He would technically roll, and he should roll more or less like the other one, although I'm fairly certain he would not do the flip and transform, which, to be honest, the original top spin I have doesn't do that either. It's sort of worn out. But when I saw this guy, I knew I had to have him. I love the recolor. I love this crazy gun turret thing. I could definitely imagine having had a lot of fun with this when I was a kid. If I'd had it then, it's a cool one. Yeah. So this is the knockoff top spin. Again, on the back it says 1985. Which would be about a year after this one came out. So that sounds about right. 1985. So let's go back in time a little bit here to the 1970s, 1977 to be precise. If you've been watching these toy videos, you know that I've gotten a hankering for the Fisher-Price Adventure People toys. I really like them. Started exploring that. Picked up a couple decent little auction packages here recently. I'm not going to show everything off that I got, but I'm going to show a couple that I was particularly happy with. Now, both of these need a little bit of cleaning work done. We'll start with this. So this is the van. You generally see it with like camping gear and all that. I do have some of that. I don't have any figures that went with it yet. But what I particularly liked was the stickers on this one were in really good shape. So that was something I was looking for. Back opens up. You can put like a moped back there. Or whatever you like. I think it makes a little sound when you're rolling it. Again, I'm just really impressed with the... I guess we can call it the sculpts on these. I think they're just gorgeous toys. I like the color. I like the stickers. I like the styling on them. And they weren't tied to a particular thing, and so you could just kind of let your mind go wild with these things. And size-wise, you could even probably use these with like your G.I. Joe figures or your Star Wars figures. A lot of play value in these. Beautiful design. I was really impressed. Really happy I got a hold of this one. So that's van number one. Now van number two, I'm real happy with. And I'll give this away a little bit with this tower. It's going to sit over here. Mobile TV Unit 309. I love that they use the 309. This one has 318 on its license plate. I like that they use those. So this is the Action TV set. Again, makes a noise when it's driving. On this one, you get this side piece flips around, you see these sort of test pattern, TV, I almost said computer gear. We weren't in the computer world yet. Again, needs a little bit of work in terms of cleaning. There's a little bit of left over from a price sticker probably on the top. Now with this one, I got, I believe, the full set. So we have this tower. It doesn't, I don't think, really go on top of this, but we have this tower in case you need to get a really good shot. And on top of the tower, you can put the camera. Again, you have this great decal. Now this camera you could actually look in, which makes me super tempted to see if I could. I don't think that'll work. Love to see if you could actually look through it and see anything. Hello, do you see any? Actually you can. I think you can barely just make out my hand there. So we got the camera, and then we got the members of the action team. We got this fella, who kind of looks like like a news director. Look, I mean, with the tie sort of undone. Let's be honest. This is Ed Asner from Mary Tyler Moore. It isn't, but it is. It isn't, but it is. We have our reporter. She's got her little portable microphone with the little set there. Whoops, there we go. And we have our cameraman. He's got his little his shoulder-mounted camera there for on-the-spot reporting. And let's take that off, because you also get the TV decal on the back. Real excited over this one. This is because the set's essentially complete. I think there are supposed to be these little cords that go from the side hookup into the little hole up here on this, and maybe there's a similar hole on the back. I don't have those. I'll take that. I'll take that loss. Close the back door there. But really happy that I got it with the figures, and I got a really good price on those. Just super awesome. Okay, so we've gone back to 1977 with these toys. At least that's what's on the bottom of both of the vans. Let's take it 1 year back further. This is probably the one I'm most excited about. I've wanted this one for a while. It's not complete, but it's a really good start, and the price I could not say no to. And this would be 1976, Dennis Fisher, Tom Baker, Fourth Doctor. Fourth Doctor is my favorite. I know people probably go, oh yeah, everybody says that. Well, they say it for a reason. He was pretty awesome as the Doctor. And so I don't have the hat. I don't have the scarf, quel dommage. But at some point I will get those accoutrements. I will probably find out that they, run about $10,000 a piece. But this is one I've been on the lookout for, and it came up on eBay at a really good price, and I did a lot of specking it out. Like, it looks clean. It looks like it has the shoes. There's a little paint loss, I think, on the hair, but not real bad, and had to have it. Now, I wish it was an 8-inch figure, so it would go a little better with the Migos, like the Star Trek and stuff. And I got a Biff Bang Pow Cyberman, who he now towers about a head higher than. Don't care. I wanted this one. I got it. Got a great price. And that's something to remember if you're getting into some of this collecting. Take your time. Look for auctions. Look for opportunities. The good prices will come up. They'll happen every once in a while. At some point, maybe you're going to have to shell out to get something that you absolutely have to have. Or you find, I get it. But you can get some real good bargains in this stuff. If you take a toy line that's not massively popular, but B, if you're patient, and if you're young right now, old enough to have that disposable income to do this, always make sure you have disposable income for this. I know no income is necessarily disposable, but you know what I mean. Do not go into debt doing this kind of stuff. Be careful about that kind of thing. This should be fun. This should be an enjoyable hobby. It should not be something that threatens your home ownership or your rent. It shouldn't be threatening your marriage. It's not that important. It should just be a fun little hobby. So make sure you have the cash. Budget if you need to, and then bide your time. Don't get in a hurry, and you can find some really nice bargains. And I got this guy for less than I think you normally would. So there we go. That's the April toy haul. Pretty short video this time. I didn't have a massive number of things come through. There's a couple other vehicles I got for adventure people. I'll maybe show those later. I just wanted to show these off first too. Since we got a little bit of a thing going back here, let's put our camera up there. Oh, funny thing. I tried to put the Lou Grant here on the back of the camera, and he won't really fit. He's too fat. Hey, I'm fat too, okay? We got to stick together. Me and Lou Grant, we got to stick together. And King Tut, Victor Buono. Hey, that's true, man. I got a couple different overweight action figures for this one. So that's the theme for April, overweight action figures. Hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please give it a like. If you're enjoying these videos at all, please subscribe. That helps me grow the channel. So that, like I said, within the next year, I'm hoping to make, millions and millions of dollars off this YouTube channel. I'm almost there. I'm like maybe, I don't know, 1 million subscribers short at this point. But I'm almost there. So if you'd like and subscribe, that would be great. Hey, do you have any memories of these? Do you have some of these? Do you want some of these? Leave a comment. I'd love to hear about it. I'd love to hear about your own collecting, and I'd love to hear about some of your memories of some of these toys, or of the old Batman TV show, or of Lou Grant. That would be great. And in the meantime, I will sign off for this Dad's Den of Pop Culture. I hope everybody has a... Oh, my goodness. I'm never going to manage to get my hand over there to the... my empire is crumbling. I will sign off for this Dad's Den of Pop Culture. Hope you have a good day. Be kind to folks out there. Have fun. And again, hey, budget that money. This is the dad advice. Don't let hobbies become a problem for you. Keep them fun. Take your time. Hit the thrift stores. There's all sorts of good, cheap fun to be had out there. I don't mean cheap fun. Cheap fun to be had out there. Don't get yourself into trouble goofing around like this. Doggone it. This is coming straight from Dad. You listen. You do what you're told. All right. So Dad signing off. I will see you next time around. Bye-bye.